Ashley from AMC. How are you?
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Alex.
Nice to meet you. May I take a seat?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you so much.
I know you were going to meet with Bill, but he got called away on a break fix, so...
Oh, that's fine. Well, I'm glad to finally meet you. I've heard a lot about you. First, before we start, I just want to give you my business card.
Thank you.
Just in case you have any questions after the meeting that maybe you forgot to ask or thought of it later, feel free to send me an email, shoot me a phone call, anything like that.
Okay.
Now, before we start, I just want to confirm how much time you have today. I know I spoke with Bill and he said that he had 10 minutes. Do you as well just have 10 minutes?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And are there any other decision makers that you feel should be in on this meeting?
Not at this time, no.
Okay, perfect. So before we start, I just want to set a quick agenda. Today, I'd like to go over a little bit about what Bill and I talked about before, sort of recapping the things that he told me, the challenges that he told me that he was facing, and as well as what might benefit from partnering with EMC. I also want to talk to you a little bit about EMC. I'm not sure how much you know about our company. And then I want to ask you a few questions and see what your take on our relationship with EMC would be like. Does that sound good to you?
Sure.
Perfect. So first, I want to start off by introducing my company. I'm from EMC. We are the global leader in business technology. We are known for working with global companies, very huge, large companies, but we also have a great division that works with medium and small businesses, such as Franklin Savings Credit Union, and that's particularly what I work with, is small and medium businesses. We're there to represent you in the large company that is EMC. Do you have any questions about EMC at all at this time?
No, honestly, I know next to nothing about you other than what you've just said. But go ahead and continue.
Perfect. Now, do you mind if I recap my last meeting with Bill at this time?
Sure, go ahead.
Perfect. So when I spoke with Bill, he let me know a couple of challenges that he's currently facing with your direct attached storage system. He also mentioned a lot of things that he liked about it. So first he mentioned the failures that have occurred in the past, such as losing data and how that's negatively affected both his role as well as your customer base. You know, he said it took a lot of time out of his home work-life balance, as well as a lot of time from other responsibilities that he may have in the credit union. Furthermore, he also said that this would cause unhappy customers, those customers who want to go online and they want to bank and they want to know their balance and make transactions online, who couldn't do that when those failures occurred. Second, he also mentioned that what he really liked about your current direct attached storage is that it's easy, it's simple. He knows it inwards and outwards, he knows it backwards and forwards. And what I wanted to present to him and what I...
Excuse me just a moment.
Sure, not a problem.
I'm sorry, I have to take this one. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Sorry about that.
Not a problem.
Could not ignore that call.
That's okay.
So where were we?
So we were discussing the likes about your current data storage. So as I was saying, Bill really liked the easiness and simplicity of your current direct attached storage, and he felt very comfortable with it. And that's something that we definitely want to keep should we decide to partner. So if you'd allow me at this time, could I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure.
So what is your role in IT?
So I'm responsible for overall operations, which includes IT. And I really have one major objective, which is to pull as much cost as possible out of IT. And of course, in the process, make it more operationally efficient. I think that IT right now is a bit of a money pit, and I'm not sure that the way we're doing things is necessarily the most effective way. So that's my overriding priority right at the moment. Secondary to that are things like developing a go-forward IT plan, and making sure that that the go-forward decisions we make in terms of technology involve vendor partnerships that can be trustworthy partnerships, that the vendors themselves are credible, that they add clear value, and that I can rely on what they say and the product capabilities that they bring to bear on my business issues.
Oh, I completely understand. So what I'm hearing from you is that cost is a big issue. You definitely want to start cutting costs consistently within your IT department so that you can allocate those funds in other places. You're also concerned with the efficiency and effectiveness of your current data storage system, as well as this plan that you have and adding value to that plan by possibly bringing in a new vendor. Is that correct?
Yes, other than I don't know that I necessarily need a new vendor to do that. It may be required, but I guess I want to cut to the chase. Why would I do business with EMC?
What I'd love to present to you is our newest, most innovative data storage device that we've created, and that is our VNXE. This is for you to look at. You can also keep this after the meeting. Now, the VNXE is a data storage system, and much like yours, it will store all of the files for your customer base, or for your inter-office communication, etc. Furthermore, it has larger storage capacity than most of our competitors. So adding more storage will be unlikely. It's going to cost you a lot less to have to keep adding that storage, which is where your concern, most of your concern lies, is cutting that cost. It also doesn't have a lot of maintenance issues. We have seen that 75% of failures, 75% less failures with the VNXE than other competitors. So you're not going to have to spend time, which does normally equate to money, performing maintenance for those failures.
So I don't think I've ever talked to an IT vendor who hasn't told me their products will save me money, and that they will be easy to use, and that they'll do everything up to and including moving the building if we want to, right? So I'll come back to my question. Why EMC? I asked you the question, you started talking about a product.
Sure.
Why EMC the company?
Well, we pride ourselves on customer service. When you need us, we are there. So if your IT professionals are ever struggling with the VNXE or any other product from EMC that you may choose to use, we are there to help you. We have our tech support on staff 24/7. So even in the middle of the night, if they're having an issue and they don't know how to fix it, they can call us and ask us. We're going to be there for you to support you. If you ever need tech support to come to location, we can do that for you as well. And I will always be there for you as well. As your representative, I want to keep in contact with you. I want to build a relationship with you, and I want to make sure that you're taken care of by EMC, and I promise to do that should we decide to partner.
So you said some good things, but you also kind of linked it to you as a sales rep. I don't make decisions on that.
Okay.
Sales reps come and go. 2 years from now, you'll be working for somebody else. So I'll take what you said about EMC, the company, under advisement, but honestly, that's what I care about, is the companies I partner with, not the individual sales reps. There's lots of big name companies out there with very, very well established, good track records. What are you bringing to the table that nobody else is?
We feel that what we bring to our table is that relationship that you are going to create with EMC and we are going to create with you, reciprocated, and the building of that relationship, maintaining that relationship. What I would love to do is I would love to set up another meeting with you and possibly any other decision makers in this process to be able to come in and not only demonstrate the VNXE for you, but also demonstrate how our relationship would move forward in the future should we decide to partner. How does that sound?
Fair enough, but before we get to that, I'm going to touch base with Bill.
Okay.
It will probably take, given the fact that we kind of pass in the night sometimes, it'll probably take a week or two before I really touch base with him and we compare notes. So give me a call in about 2 weeks, and then I will, we can have a conversation about whether or not there's a need to take next steps.
Would you mind if we set up a phone conversation right now, kind of scheduled a phone conference?
For 2 weeks out?
2 weeks out, say 2 weeks ahead on Wednesday around 2 o'clock?
Sure, that's fine.
All right, perfect. Well, Alex, thank you so much for
Time.
taking the time.
Thank you.